You would see the biggest gift would be from me. That's right, y'all. You saw that thumbnail. Today, we are trying the Golden Girls Kitchen pop-up. So excited for it. Bunch of other places in LA we're gonna check out. But first, let's roll that intro. Tommy Loves Stuff, where he talks about the things that he loves. What's going on? It's your boy back at you again with another Tommy Loves Stuff video, and today we are talking about a trip to LA. That's right, my wife, executive producer wifey, and I were celebrating our 4-year wedding anniversary, so we decided to take a trip down to LA and have a bunch of good food, check out a special event that we had heard about, and let's get right to it. Friday night, we pulled into Burbank, California. That's where we were staying, around the Burbank area. You know, it's real cool there if you hadn't been there. There's a lot of cool shops, and you get to see some of the Hollywood studios. It's super close to Universal Studios if you're a theme park person. But we decided to grab a bowl of ramen at Jinya Ramen House. Walking in, we sat down, and we got to sit down around a fire pit. Now, at first, I was a little skeptical because, you know, I thought we were going to be crowded in with the other people that were sitting around this thing. It was like a big table wrapping around a fire pit. But it was pretty cool. You know, the place looked great. The ambiance was nice. It was like outdoor seating. The weather was great. It was about 75 degrees, which is, you know, a little bit too hot for me, but, you know, still it was good times. I decided to get a matcha IPA beer, and it was gross. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not like it. It just had a weird, bitter aftertaste. You know, I usually like matcha anything, but this was a swing and a miss. We ordered an appetizer of tempura Brussels sprouts. As you can see right here, they look delicious, don't they? They had a little bit of salt and pepper taste to them. Good tempura batter that wasn't too heavy, definitely not greasy. That part was fantastic. When we got to the ramen part, the bowl that came out was huge, but it was deceptive. Like, you know, when I got into the actual ramen part, it wasn't as much ramen as I thought it would be. The ramen was good. It was not great. I felt like some of the toppings and stuff were really good, but the noodles and the broth were just all right. Next to the ramen place was a taco spot called Tacos 1986. Now, I had seen this advertised on a YouTube show called Tacos con Todo on First We Feast YouTube channel, and the host, he took some comedians there and they tried Tacos 1986. So I had seen it before, and you know, your boy got to try it, even though he had just had a ramen. You know what I mean? It was pretty full. So I got a vampiro, which is like crispy shell, kind of a taco sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Like crispy shell, meat, and the toppings, and crispy shell. And I got a plain chicken taco. Now, my mistake was we decided to catch an Uber back to the hotel and eat the tacos there. Now, we should have just eaten them right then, and I thought maybe it'd be a little less full and stuff, because the ramen, although it was not great, it was filling. But we decided to eat them back at the hotel, and by then they had gotten cold and were a little greasy. So they weren't great, and I feel like something I could make at home, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I think if we had tried them there, they would have been a little bit better. And that's my bad. Still, Tacos 1986 seemed like a cool spot. You know, thankfully it was not crowded. You know, we got in and out real quick. You know, we might have been one of the last customers of the day. I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know if I would have it again. But you know what? I think I would try it again, but have it right there when it's fresh. You know what I'm saying? Now, Saturday, the moment we've been waiting for, the reason for this video. My wife and I decided to go to the Golden Girls Kitchen. It's a pop-up restaurant in Beverly Hills. Now, first, a little history with your boy and the Golden Girls. The Golden Girls is my all-time favorite TV show. I've loved it ever since I was a little kid. It reminds me of being a little kid, like little 5-6-year-old me, sitting at my grandparents' house and watching the Golden Girls with them. When they came on syndication in Lifetime, I used to watch it with my uncle. You know, a lot of family memories from my grandparents who are no longer with us, and, you know, just chilling with my uncle, watching the Golden Girls, and I watch it almost every night to go to sleep to. It is a fantastic show. If you have not seen it, what are you doing watching this video? Go watch it, and then watch this video on, like, your phone while you're watching it on the screen. You will thank me later. Trust me, your boy on this. Now, the Golden Girls Kitchen was located in Beverly Hills. What I didn't know, because I don't know LA that well, was from get there from Burbank, you would literally have to drive through the hills. Like we were going like around a mountain and all this, and it was crazy, and people were tailgating. That part was a little rough, but when we got there, we found parking right away, which was awesome. Got to the restaurant, lined up, and as you can see, the outside was all decked out Golden Girls style. Like they had a picture of the girls. There was a bunch of sayings on the walls. So we had a good time from the get-go. Like we were having fun. There was people actually dressed in costume. I didn't want to take their picture without their permission, but everybody seemed like they were excited to get in there. Now, walking in, you know what? Walking in, I'm not even going to do it justice. Just watch this video. So we got ourselves a cool little 2-seat table for me and executive producer Wifey. It was looked like just like the girls' table that they had on the show. Now behind me, as you can see, is Blanche's bedroom. There was an exact replica. How they found that pattern and fabric, I don't know. Let's take a good look here. As you can see, of Blanche's bedroom. You know, it was right in between the different tables. There weren't that many tables there, because, you know, you had to get a reservation and an appointment, and you only had about 90 minutes to be in there before they've got the next wave of people in. So it was constantly fluxing, you know, moving around, but fantastic photo opportunities, as you can see here. Yo, you could also take pictures in the Golden Girls kitchen, like a replica kind of their kitchen. And let's take a look. As you can see, I'm so excited. You know, I'm excited just talking about it now. Let's take a look. All right, y'all, we have a nice looking representation of the girls' kitchen. The wood looks exactly the same. The background, you have the yellow phone, as you can see behind me, and I'll show a picture definitely later. You know, it is awesome in here. It's got music going. Everybody looks like they're having a good time. You know, having a fun time here, celebrating my wedding anniversary weekend. I'm a little bit overwhelmed with everything that's going on here. That's why I'm saying a lot. But yeah, anniversary weekend, having a great time. Me and my wife got to check out this Golden Girls kitchen. And hey, they got the OG cake molds. Whew. Golden Girls kitchen. Have a great time. Can't you tell? Now, next up, I know what you think about. Like, Tommy, what's the food like at the Golden Girls kitchen? Now, I don't know what kind of restaurant was before the pop-up here, but this one was serving some Italian goodness. Now, I got Sophia's lasagna, and it was pretty good. I mean, it tasted like, to be honest with you, like, you know, something you would buy from, like, you know, Costco in the family style lasagna or something like that. My wife got a Cubano sandwich, which I don't remember being on the show, but, you know, it was kind of small, but it was all right, she said. And they also gave you cheesecake. Now, you cannot have a Golden Girls experience without some cheesecake. Am I right? Am I lying? So I got the chocolate cheesecake. My wife got the strawberry. It came with little pictures of the girls on it, like Sophia and Blanche here. You got a crossword puzzle that they gave you to kill the time while you were on there. They had music going, you know, everybody's having a good time. It was a fantastic experience, y'all. The food was all right, you know, but the ambiance is what you're paying for, you know, when you got your ticket and your reservation. So it was a fantastic experience. Like I said, the ramen night the night before was our actual wedding anniversary, so we decided to do something a little bit fancier. But this is what we came down for. It did not disappoint. We had such a good time, laughing, smiling, singing along to the songs. As you can see here, I'm grooving off some Shaka Khan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we had a great time. The best person in the world to travel with. My favorite person in the universe, my wife. And, you know, we had such a good time down there. But our day wasn't done. I almost forgot to mention that the staff at the Golden Girls kitchen was super nice. They were super inviting. You know, shout out to them. You guys are doing a great job. So after having lasagna for basically breakfast, I was kind of getting tired and stuff. So we went back to the hotel, hung out for a bit. But then, if your boy's in another city, he's got to check out a comic book store or two, right? Am I right? So we decided to head down to Hollywood to go to Golden Apple Comics. You know what? Let's check it out. Your boy had to visit a comic book store, y'all. You know I'm out here in LA. There's some places I want to check out. This is Golden Apple Comics. Now, I've been to Golden Apple Comics a few times over the years. As you can see from this picture, it's like 10, 11 years difference between picture to picture. And your boy does not age, am I right? But Golden Apple Comics is really cool. You know, I remember way back in the day, like maybe 20-something years ago, reading Wizard magazine. That's where like Samuel Jackson and the celebrities get their comics. So I always wanted to check it out. Finally, I did, like I said, about a decade ago. Had a good time. Now, it was super crowded in there because I didn't know they were doing a signing, or they were setting up for one, rather. I didn't ever get the name of who they were, you know, doing the signing with. But it was getting pretty crowded, so I wasn't in there too long. I only picked up one thing, which I'll show at the end of the video. One of the cool things about Golden Apple Comics, at least to me, is right across the street from there, practically, is Pink's Hot Dogs. Now, if you go to LA and you're a tourist like we were, Pink's Hot Dogs is the bomb. I'm sure there's other local hot dog spots I don't know about. You know, please leave your restaurant suggestions and, you know, comic book suggestions and stuff in the comments. But yeah, Pink's Hot Dogs always has a line every time I've been there. I've been there like maybe four times or so, and always has a line. But when you get it, the food is always really good. Like, you wait a half hour in line and then you kill the hot dog in like 5-10 minutes, or at least I did. But I ended up getting a pastrami wrapped Polish sausage and a hot dog with onion rings on it that they call the Lord of the Rings dog. Now, these were fantastic. My wife got a hot dog as well, but they were both great. Killed them super quick because I was hungry. And, you know, they were fantastic. Drank a Diet Cream Soda from Dr. Brown's Cream Soda, which was good. I really enjoyed that. And yeah, Pink's Hot Dogs, you know, like I said, it's probably a more tourist spot than anything else. But I enjoy going there. It's right next to a comic book store. So you have good eats. You have good comics. What more could you ask for? Right? How about one more comic book place, guys? You know, we're in Burbank. I gotta visit House of Secrets. Again, if I pick up anything, I'll let you know at the end of the video. Later. Now, House of Secrets, again, was crowded because I guess we're at the time, you know, they weren't doing the signing, but there was a lot of people in the store. It's a cool little store, you know, like moderately sized comic book store. I've been in there before. I've actually done a video on the channel. You can check it out, that I visited there before. Didn't pick up too much, like I said. But I enjoyed going in there. It's always fun to go into new comic book stores or revisit ones that you've checked out before, see how they've changed. You know, I'm glad they're all still running and up and, you know, moving since the pandemic, which is awesome. Hopefully they stay successful. But you know what? Let's get to them pickups. Now, the part that you've been mildly anticipating, the pickups part of this video. What did I get at the comic book stores during my time in LA? And honestly, it's not very much. You know, the first thing I got at Golden Apple Comics was What If Miles Morales. Now, this is a tiny little graphic novel, not too expensive, which is awesome. But I personally wanted to see how bad that What If Miles Morales was Thor story. If you know, you know. If you don't, just from the preview I read, man, like, that was a swing and a miss. Like, what were they thinking, being so insensitive and stereotypical? But yeah, hopefully the rest of the issues aren't as bad, and I want to see if it's as bad as that one page I read really is. I'm assuming it will be, and then some, but, you know, curiosity got me. Also, while I was at Golden Apple Comics, they gave me a bunch of free Pokemon stickers, so shout to them. You know, my wife and I are going to love it. We're big Pokemon fans. She's the better trainer, I can admit that. So then at House of Secrets, I was only in and out. I wasn't there for very long, and I ended up getting Previews magazine. Now, if you don't know what Previews magazine is and you're a comic book fan, what's wrong with you? I've always been a big magazine guy. You know, I loved reading magazines, Wizard magazine. You know, I'm a comic book fan, so obviously. And Previews magazine is a huge, like, look at this. Look at how big this magazine is. Like, and it lets you know the comics that are coming up in the next couple months. You know, I'm sure you could just look online, but if you're an old school person who likes, you know, holding a magazine or a book in their hands like I do, then you definitely love Previews magazine. Now, one thing that was waiting for me when I got home from Amazon was Love and Lost. This is the quote-unquote girlfriend trilogy of books from Jeffery Brown. Now, if you don't know who Jeffery Brown is, he does the, you know, Vader's Little Princess books and stuff like that, but he started doing autobiographical comics like this, like real kind of. Let me get it up in there. There you go. Check it out. Yeah, so autobiographical comics about his love life or his relationships. You know, what's going on with him. There's a book about how he got sick. And, you know, autobiographical comics, I love reading them. There was a time where I wanted to make them myself, but I cannot draw for anything. I could write, but I can't draw. But, you know, maybe one day, who knows. I love these books. I have the original copies, you know. They're small, tiny little books. But yeah, I just wanted to highlight this. If you want to read something that's reads like a novel, you know what I'm saying, but just in graphic novel form, it's not your usual capes and cowls that I do. But this is an incredible read, y'all. I would definitely recommend picking up this book, or even if you see it at a used bookstore, like you see on Amazon or something, his smaller books, you know, they might be out of print. There was Clumsy, Unlikely, and An Easy Intimacy. Those 3 books, fantastic. You know, I really like how Jeffrey Brown writes and draws and stuff like that. These introspective books are incredible. Go check them out. I just wanted to throw a little shout out to this, a highlight. You know, I didn't pick it up in LA, but it was waiting for me when I got home. Now, we had to do one more thing before we left, and that was visit Porto's Bakery. Now, I've highlighted Porto's Bakery in videos before, and when I'm down in Southern California, I always try to check it out wherever they are. They have a bunch of different locations, and their pastries and food are incredible, y'all. Cuban bakery, fantastic. We ordered ahead. We got smart and ordered ahead rather than they always have a line, but we went down to the Burbank Portos, picked up our order for the road home, and then we got to eat some good breakfast on the road and the drive home back to the Bay Area. It was a quick trip, but we had a great time. Like I said, I'm with my most favorite person in the universe, and we're celebrating our 4-year wedding anniversary, which is incredible. I wish more trips and more days were like this. So that's my trip down to LA. And if you like what you saw or were mildly entertained, please like and subscribe down here. Hit that bell notification in the corner. I don't know exactly where it's at. And do your boy a solid. Help spread the word about the Tommy Love Stuff channel, YouTube's best kept secret. We got a lot of great stuff on this channel. We talk comics, we talk food reviews, movies, music, old school wrestling, all my interests, and hopefully it interests you too. We're on social media. Tommy Loves Stuff on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, you name it, it's there. We'll be back soon. Later.